Wisconsin. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he returns this to the 22. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And Howie clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Second and 10.
Let's go.
Now McCarthy. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning three safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Vikings.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score. Now the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
It's the score. Packers 13, Vikings 7. Will Reichert, the kickoff for the Vikings.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norton. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? for? It's who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Conley. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling.
They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. He finds Rivera. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Rivera. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Middle they go. Conley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Go, Rick. Go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To the air with McCarthy.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey ball games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday night. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Presley finds his receiver, Watson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard
2
line.
minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Let's go now. Go.
Operating from the gun. Presley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Presley. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Packers are once again back in front. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Conley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 27-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Presley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Got it. Ready?
Now is 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Presley. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Big Euro now to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rivera. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
He's got him in, complete, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half. Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Give them a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play action. Presley. A complete once again to Watson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 28-yard line.
Back to throw again. And Watson has it right side. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sixty Bison.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And it's caught. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
2nd and 3. And he's got it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They send Rivera, the tight end, in motion here. Now McCarthy. Caught here by Conley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is McCarthy. Over the middle, complete. It's Mechanic. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Vikings.
Throwing again, McCarthy. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Check, about that, check, about that.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Get it. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This 2nd and 4.
Cowboy 80. 18 ready. 18 ready.
Operating from the gun, Presley. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
On 4th down, Presley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 25 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's McCarthy. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKinney. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Counter play with Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Presley. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come on.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Packers,
The victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on